California, and there is early voting currently happening, as I'm going to show you uh, how it is here. This is at the outlets at San Clemente, as you see a long line here, and early voting has just begun. Hello, Pablo. In Orange County, there's been uh, like early mail-in ballots, of course. Early in October, ballots came out in the first week of October, but early voting centers have now opened, and today is the first day of official early voting at voting centers such as this one here in San Clemente, California. I'll get a chance to possibly talk to voters here and ask some questions where they stand, what they believe in. So, just before I start asking questions, doing interviews, I want to relay some information to you that may give you some perspective of what's going on here in Orange County, California. According to the voice of OC, Pablo, I'll say that information soon, but are some not wearing masks? I believe a few are not wearing masks, but um, a few are not wearing masks, yes, from what I can see here, but most are. Um, Pablo says there's going to be too many people trying to vote on election day. It's going to be packed. Thank you, Mark. Hello from San Clemente, and I hope you're doing well. Um, so let me give you some perspective here. More than 770,000 Orange County residents have voted, have mailed in their ballots. So the Orange County Registrar of Voters, it's from them, um, and the Voice of OC also report that more than 770,000 Orange County residents have mailed in ballots. This is according to the Voice of OC. Um, and it's record-breaking turnout. We have not seen this kind of turnout so far. We don't know what election day is going to hold here, but we are here at the outlets at San Clemente, and as you see, voters waiting in line to get into this voting center. Voting centers started opening today at 8 a.m. Pacific time. They will close at 8 p.m. and then on election day, they open 1 hour early. So at 7 a.m., voting centers open in Orange County, California. Here, just want to show you the line really quick. Let me see if I can talk to voters here. Excuse me, can I interview you? I'm doing a live stream, if that's okay.
Sure.
Is it fine if I record or?
Sure, whatever.
It's from Haps News. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Is it fun?
Does your journalism lean left or right?
Neither. I don't share opinions on the broadcast.
All right.
What are the issues that you care most about?
Number one, it's the integrity of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That's what I care most about. And I feel that they are being torn down bit by bit. And that's what's concerning me.
Which candidates do you feel like represent, who feel like will best protect the Constitution?
Trump. I believe in what he's doing. He's improved the economy. He's met every one of his objectives. He still has others, but he's had to fight the House to get them. I also believe he's been the most persecuted president in the entire time our country has been in existence. Um, what else would you like to know?
Last question would be, when did you when did you feel uh, convinced or committed to voting for President Trump?
Uh, I voted for him the first time, and I'm going to vote for him the second time because the Democrats are proving to me that they are a very corrupt party. And I say that because I watch both sides of the news, and the MSNBC and CNN are not reporting on the corruption that's going on with Biden. They're ignoring it. And that's not what our country is about.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, one voter here and entering in the voting center. I didn't want to hold them up from getting into the voting center. So, here's the line, and
Where can I go to find out where the TV interview?
you can go on Twitter to @Haps News. It's a live broadcasting platform.
Okay, so you're with Twitter.
I'm from Haps News, but
Could you spell that?
HAPPSNEWS, Haps News.
I'm going to write it down.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. So she was just asking what platform I'm a part of, or that I'm broadcasting on. And I said Haps News. Um, okay, so here again to share more information. We're in the 49th congressional district here in California, which primarily consists of the southernmost parts of Orange County, San Juan Capistrano, San Clemente, Dana Point, all the way to the northern parts of Orange County, as well. I think all the way down through to Oceanside. So Mike Levin is the Democrat incumbent, and he's looking to not be a one and done member of Congress. This district was once held by Darrell Issa, who is a Republican, and if you're in the California area, you may know. If you're in California, you may know that Darrell Issa is running in the 50th district against Amar Kampa Najjar, and that race is really close. A lot of polls showing a really tight race here. So a really tight race over there in the 50th district, but right now we are in the 49th district in California. So here it is. Thank you everyone for watching this broadcast. I really appreciate your comments and your perspective here. Yeah. Cheryl says, I find it interesting that people from, sorry, I can't read it this quickly. There's a lot of comments. That people from different counties cannot stop in and vote if they are in the area. This mainly, basically saying you have to drive several. Okay, never mind. All right. In the 49th district here, Mike Levin is leading in the polls. One poll, most recent poll from the San Diego Union Tribune and ABC 10 News, say that Mike Levin is leading by 20 percentage points here. That is from the San Diego Union Tribune and ABC 10 in San Diego that made that report. So that's the end of the line here. We'll try to get some more interviews soon, but if there's any questions that you have, you can submit it and be interested in hearing what you have to say. I do not state who I am voting for, or my opinions on here. I'm not an opinion host or opinion journalist, so I think someone asks who I'm voting for. I don't share that information. Okay, so in the Orange County area, we have a voting super center. You may be familiar with that term. That term is probably, you may know what your voting super center is in your area, but Anaheim, California, the home of the Anaheim Ducks, the Honda Center is the super voting center. This is just one voting center inside of a mall in Orange County, California, and San Clemente, California. It says, where is everyone? Seems like a short line. Are there multiple locations in the county? Yes, there are. Like I just stated, there's a voting super center in Anaheim, California at the Honda Center. And there are also voting centers scattered around all of the cities here in Orange County, California. There were secure drop boxes as well before today where voters turned in their ballots as well. So to answer your question, um, there are multiple voting centers here in Orange County. Yeah, thank you. I don't know who asked that question. I hope. Oh, Dixie. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for asking. So it's a long, pretty short line compared to the lines that we've been seeing in other states like Georgia and Texas and other states. But have you seen any? Mark asks, have you seen any of the poll monitors that were sent by one of the parties, in terms of, are you talking about the polling for a congressional race or, um, Mark, I'm sorry, can you please clarify? I can answer that for you, but, um, Lucas asks, will you be live on election night? I'm not sure, Lucas. This was kind of, spur of the moment that I decided to do even this broadcast, so, um, the line's getting a little bit longer here. Um, Either that or pause. Okay. I'm going to do one more interview and then I've heard that the parties are sending a lot of people out to monitor the voting. Uh, Mark, I do not I do not know. I have not seen any people that are monitoring the voting. I've not seen that from my perspective. Um, do you see anyone wearing political clothing or buttons? I did see one person wear a Trump hat, but I have not seen any other form of political clothing or buttons. So to answer that, Dixie, I've only seen one person wear a Trump hat, um, but that's it so far. Pablo, thank you so much for the nice comment. Um, Here, I'll do one more interview and then we'll soon head on out here. Um, Again, we're here in a mall at the outlets at San Clemente. Here, I'll ask. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, I'll do the interview now. Excuse me, can I interview you? I'm a broadcast journalist through HAPS News. It's a online app, if that's okay with you.
What now? I didn't even hear you.
I'm a journalist, broadcast journalist through this app called HAPS News. Do you mind if I interview you? Just a few questions? Okay. Um, what are the most important issues for you this election?
Oh, who's going to get elected president?
Is there a specific policy that you are looking for or voting for?
Yeah, Republican.
And what do you like most about the Republican Party?
They get things done. They don't waste our tax-paying dollars.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, here. And here's a. I'm just up the freeway, Lake Forest. Oh, really cool Orange County to commenter. Thank you. All right, so again, I just want to recap some things here for this broadcast. More than 770,000 Orange County residents have mailed in their ballots. That's confirmed from uh, Voice of OC. The Voice of OC reported that. Brandon Foe reported that earlier today. Early voting centers opening up. Again, there's been early voting in the United States House of Representatives, and that is between Mike Levin and Brian Marriott. Mike Levin being the Democrat incumbent, and Mike Levin, according to the San Diego Union Tribune and ABC 10 News, he has a 20-point lead. Thank you so much for watching and commenting. I really appreciate it. And that is the end here in San Clemente for my broadcast. Have a great day, everyone, and hope to broadcast soon. Thanks, everyone.